then as far as the education system of Chicago and everything, what do you feel like needs to be improved besides the student loans as far as college and everything?
The CPS system, to me, it's gotten better, because in the past it has the stigma of it being really bad, like a really, really bad school. CPS is the Chicago public school system. It's gotten better, but honestly, at this point, you don't even want me to go into what I think, because if I go into what I think,
break down what you think.
It's going to take us on a whole nother path, because honestly, AI is here. And there's a whole nother system of AI that's about to be approved. And I don't know if you guys know what this is, but it's called AGI.
Continue.
It's artificial general intelligence. It's going to be incorporated in everyday life. It's going to be incorporated in everything that we do. We're not even going to have to think anymore. We're not even going to have to know math. We're not even going to have to do any of that. So when I know this, and when I see this coming in the next 5 years, the next 3 years, the next 2 years, it changes the way I feel about everything, because we're not going to have to be highly educated anymore. We're going to have robots, bro. Like, it's already here. We're not feeling it yet because it's in our phones, but ChatGPT is like our robots, and everybody's using it. And there's a whole nother model that's coming out. Just Google it. I'm not even going to say much. I'm going to say this right here on the camera. I'm not going to say much, but just look up AGI. Artificial General Intelligence. It's going to be in our everyday lives. We're not even going to have to think anymore.
Well, that's going to be a scary world to live in.
And they're saying it's coming within the next 3 years. It's going to be within.
Well, hopefully we live in a world where technology doesn't take over. But we will see what happens in due time.
You want a robot?
Do you?
I mean, if everybody got a robot, I'm going to get a robot.
You going to do it because everyone else doing it?
It's not about everybody, but if the robot could do things that I need the robot to do to get me ahead quicker, I'm going to have the robot do it. Like if the robot could do my laundry, if the robot could mow the lawn.
Okay, you'll use the robot as like it's like for service reasons.
I was just at a restaurant today. They had a robot carrying the food. So what's the difference?
Okay, that's
so if you're so anti, like if you're one of those people that's going to be anti-movement, anti-AI, you're gonna get left behind, because it's already going to happen regardless. So you got to either be with it,
continue,
or without it.
All right, bro. Now, any final remarks about growing up on the north side of Chicago before we move on?
Nah, I love Chicago, bro.
All right, bet. Now, let's talk more deeper into you, Miss Drea O. You are a reporter / blogger / content creator from the south side of Chicago, and we don't really get a chance to be around a lot of actual important or notable or respected female reporters from Chicago. You know, in fact, to my knowledge, you're the first in this area in the field of hip hop from Chicago to really be like one of the notable faces and outlets for Chicago on the media side.
Aww.
If we're being honest here.
Oh,
you know, you really put in a nice amount of work.
Listen, don't get me teary-eyed. I hate to look back. I just gotta keep. I always want to look forward, but honestly, I never felt it. It just always felt like work. Let's get the work done. Let's work. It was just always a passion for me. Everything was always a passion for me. It's always been fun. It's never been about the money.
And that's why I feel like it's easy for you to do what you do, because you're not doing it for anything else other than the fact that this is something that you want to do. We can tell that you're comfortable with it. We can tell that you're happy with your job, and we can tell that you love providing the information. That's facts.
I do.
Nothing about you has ever been a lie.
I know. You know why though?
Why?
Because I really, truly believe in karma. I truly believe there is nothing that you could do that will not come back to you. Everything that you do will come back to you. And you know what? When you think you're doing something and no one's looking, God is looking. I know it sounds so cliche, and I know it sounds so simple.
No, that's not cliche. Anybody who has a strong belief in God, regardless if they're Christian or Muslim, trust me, they will understand and they will respect that. Yeah.
It just, everything just comes right back to you. So me living that way and just trying to be a better person. Oh, it sounds so boring. I know you guys, it sounds so boring, but I'm being serious. That has been the reason why I have grace and why I have favor, because I literally try to do right by people, and it just comes back to me. Not everything ends up being perfect. I've been in my crash outs and fallouts. I've had my moments, but I always try to lead with a pure heart, and I try to be real. I literally try. I really try. I'm trying to do my shadow work. I'm trying to be a better person, but everything that I do has came from the love of just doing it. So I pray that I could continue to be excited about life, because sometimes it gets draining. I'm not gonna lie. The blog era right now is kind of weird because it's changed a lot. Everything is pay for play. It's like you could pretty much interview anybody as long as you pay. You got the money. So it's like it's changing. It's not that fun anymore. It's not like
99.7% of my interviews never involve the payment.
But you know what I'm saying though, like everything it's changed now. It's not off of, you could have the relationships like you do. You're saying that you don't pay, but a lot of the stuff you could book people and get anybody that you want if you have money. So it kind of changes everything.
And that's what takes away everything for you as a journalist, and takes away everything for them as the artist. And on top of that, for what I've seen, a lot of artists is not worth what they're taxing for the interview. And on top of that, you can't even, the money that the bloggers or reporters will spend for that interview, they can't even guarantee that this artist will bring that same money back or 2 times that. So I wouldn't recommend paying nobody no over exaggerated prices to sit down and talk.
Well, you tell me, you lit on your YouTube channel now. You actively uploading.
I wouldn't say I'm lit on my YouTube
I
channel.
speak it into existence.
I still got a lot of growing to do, but I do appreciate that.
I big up my people. I'm speaking it into you.
Well, thank you very much.
But you see what it is now with AdSense. Do we even, like, it's not even, people don't understand that we do not make that much off of our YouTube channels.
We
have to do so many other things to bring in. So it's like if we pay you a couple of like, it's not even guaranteed that we're going to make that back.
Exactly.
So it's starting to be weird and spooky out here. I already told you. I don't know. It's not that I'm not excited. I've been doing interviews for so long. I've interviewed everybody. Yeah. And now it's starting to be like, damn, all you gotta do is pay. You can interview anybody. It used to be, you had to really try. You had to know people. You had to be that girl or that boy or that morning show or whatever to try to get that interview. But now you can pretty much pay. You got a couple thousand. You could get anybody. You just gotta book them. But back in the day, you really had to like have a little bit more tenacity and grit to try to get these interviews. So it's starting to be a little bit weird. I'm not hating on the era though. I'm not hating on the era.
On top of that, the people that you interview, they value you just as much as you value them.
That's what it was. That's what it used to be. It used to be an exchange. It used to be the content creator, which is a new word. It used to be the radio personality or whoever. They knew the value of the radio personality or the media personality. Them talking about you and you having that relationship with them, they're going to talk about you every day because they're in position to talk about you. That's the exchange. And then you're the artist. You need the promotion. They need you to talk about. It's an exchange. We used to be connected. We used to be on the same level with the shit. Now it's pay for play. It's all pay. It's all payola. And I'm just surprised because back in the day, they used to say payola was wrong.
Very much so.
But now it's not. On YouTube, you could get anybody. You just got to pay them. So it's like, it takes a little bit of the excitement away because you could get anybody, you could pay anybody. But at the same time, I love it because people are able to tell these amazing stories, and they're able to pay people, and they're able to live and pay their families and feed their family. You know what I mean? It needs to be some kind of money towards it. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying the way that everything is turned into, it's just an interesting era. I'm not even saying that it's a wrong era. I'm just saying that where we are right now, if you got a bag, you get anybody on your platform. And that's just what it is.
And I'm gonna tell you this. Relying on that bag can only get you so far.
Well, we're going to see, because once all these stories are told, people are going to have to find more stories and new things to talk about. And that's when you're really going to see who's able to withstand the test of time. Because now you got to be creative. You got to go find some new stories, bro.
And what would you say makes your platform different from anybody else's?
Chicago Wave, what's your message to the youth?
It's a million things I could say to them, but if there's one thing that they need to know that I feel like they should know, I'm here for them.